Seaworld is considered by many to be a combination of an aquarium and a theme park. They see many visitors annually coming in to see their contained animals, orcas being among the animals that are best known for housing, as seen in their very popular orca shows, where orcas are made to do tricks like hopping through hoops and doing flips out of the water. However, their orcas are also known to be perhaps one of the worst kept species, and many people who don't seem to know it. When I asked people I knew whether they knew about the various SeaWorld controversies, 5 out of 23 said that they had never heard anything about it. Furthermore, of the 18 people who did know about it, only 7 had a deeper understanding than just hearing about it in passing. The first point against SeaWorld is their containment tanks for the orcas. Most often being merely blue walls and blue floors with a few windows, they are often much too small for the orcas they house. For instance, John Hangrove, who worked at SeaWorld, accused the company of keeping orcas in grotesquely small prison cells. In the wild, orcas are known to swim up to 140 miles a day. Yet SeaWorld confines them to tanks that could be comparable to them as the size of a bathtub for us. On screen, you will see a comparison between the largest area afforded to a captive orca versus a wild orca. Orcas are forced to swim in small circles in their tanks, with no stimulation beyond the occasional feeding or show. They are often seen harming themselves out of boredom. Orcas are simply too large for the tanks that they are kept in at places like SeaWorld, and they see no real benefit from being held there, unlike other smaller animals that could reliably be held in containment or to be treated or cared for in aquariums. Another major issue with SeaWorld is that they separate young orcas from their mothers. In their response to various accusations of cruelty to their young orcas, SeaWorld had this to say: "We think they're probably dependent at around 5 to 4 years old. After that, they start to gain their independence." It is important to note that SeaWorld stands by their words. The orca child pictured in this image was removed from its mother at just 4 years old. Even though in the wild, orcas may stay their entire lives in the same pod with their mothers. This isn't an isolated incident either. The non-profit organization Orca Network says that at least 8 SeaWorld orca calves were separated from their mother when they were 4 years or younger. In addition, at least 6 SeaWorld calves were separated from their mothers when they were taken in the wild at ages 3 or younger. As a result of these terrible living conditions, many orcas don't make it to the average age of their species. The average orca lifespan can be anywhere from 40 to 100 for males, and 29 to 50 for males. This is in stark contrast to the average captive orca's lifespan, where most do not make it past the age of 25. Now, should you stop supporting all places that house animals? No, I don't think you should. There are plenty of amazing places that do a lot of great things for the animals housed in their walls. I would like to talk about another aquarium that does a lot of great things for animals, the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which houses a large number of animals that are not able to be re-released into the wild for a number of reasons. One of their best examples is found in Monterey's otters. Monterey Bay Aquarium currently houses 5 otters inside its walls that cannot be re-released in the wild for a variety of reasons. Their oldest otter, Rosa, was brought back into the aquarium when she was found interacting with humans by climbing onto boats, posing a threat to the humans and herself. Rosa is currently 23.5 years old, a bit above the average in the wild thanks to Monterey's care. They are kept in tanks large enough to reasonably house them and given a lot of enrichment to make them feel at home. Furthermore, sea otters at the moment are sadly a species that is classified as endangered. With only around 3,000 otters in the wild, Monterey has been trying their best to help the species thrive. They do this by bringing in stranded baby otters to be fostered by their 5 surrogate mothers. Monterey has helped raise 37 pups to a state in which they can be re-released into the wild. It's important for the pups to be raised by their mothers, since they spend the first few years of their life learning their hunting and foraging skills from their mothers. In this way, Monterey has contributed a bit over 1% to the total otter population. In conclusion with this video, I wish to raise awareness of the animal cruelty exhibited at SeaWorld. I urge all of my listeners to not go to SeaWorld, and instead go to more animal-friendly places and make donations where your money is better spent.